Hi collectives, we're doing a reading. Um, we're tapped into the energy, and there's a lot going on. And let's get into this. The imprisonment card was at the bottom of the deck when I got done shuffling. They're part of this character assassination on you. Their past crimes were reopened. Where do you want me to go, Spirit? These people were trying to hide that they're haters so they can get things to work for them. They wanted luck on their side, and that's the truth. They're trying to Ten of Swords you to try to emotionally manipulate you. Now they're crying over spilt milk. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. They do not have any opportunities here. They're not divinely guided. Their cups are empty. You are in your Ten of Cups energy. These people got paid online. King of Pentacles. These people got paid online. These spiritualists, these readers. There's a King of Pentacles that's celebrating you. They're going to give you an opportunity. They're holding back from others. You're going to be celebrating together, okay? This King of Cups is having legal issues. What's going on with this King of Cups, Spirit? Their world has ended. While you're relaxing and standing in your strength while the police arrest these people, you call judgment upon them. They're a hidden enemy. You have no passion for this person because they wanted to mentally entrap you. They work for Satan. That's been exposed for Seven of Swords in you. With a Queen of Cups in reverse, it's been investigated. With a Queen of Pentacles, that's having a tower. There's a Queen of Wands that's brought death to a karmic connection. Or these were karmic, there's death to these karmic connections. You're in the Empress energy with your sword up to these people, and you're in your Page of Wands energy, and there's justice here. What's up with this Queen of Wands, please and thank you, Spirit? They cannot look forward, plan ahead. They couldn't make you look like a fool. They paid someone. Or they got payment for part of your character assassination. Let's remove these out of the way. Oh my gosh, I was out in nature, guys, and I was talking to this big pro, and I was telling him how beautiful and handsome he was, and he flew off from where he was. I can't say my location, but what it was he flew off of. But he landed, and he puffed up his chest and spread out his feathers, and he shook himself, and he was waddling with his chest out, all prideful and full of love that I sent him. And it perked up his confidence. It was so adorable. The Most High is bringing in justice and a Nine of Pentacles and a Ten of Pentacles. God is keeping this a secret from these evil people that collaborated together to plan love, to try to put you in the hanged man position. Now they're in poverty and you're balanced. You could be ascending again. These people work together. They paid people to plan how to use the Nine of Pentacles to get you stuck with them and to break your heart. They wanted you fighting with them and off balance, not relaxing. They acted as though they loved you. You're going to get a message about a King of Wands and a home and imprisonment. You're going to be getting a home. You're going to have a calm life while these people's heads are up in the clouds. You see this? You saw these lovers here casting illusions on you because you're innocent. You use white magic to protect yourself. You don't do black magic. These people are obsessed, trying to stop your wheel of fortune. You're moving on with your life from these energy vampires that try to make it look like you did magic. These are trash box people that are false people. They're all confused about an Emperor and a Knight of Swords. Two worlds are ending. They acted foolish. There's a King of Swords and a Nine of Cups and a Queen of Swords that try to act like they're stars. Upright official people. They're in the Nine of Wands energy. Trying to think of something to come up with, to tell the police here for the payments that they made to people to steal from you, to try to turn them on to you, but now they are. Especially a twin flame. Could be a Knight of Wands. You're using your intuition on that person that didn't love you. This is a false divine partner. They got paid at Eight of Pentacles. What's going on with this false twin flame? They couldn't get you trapped in your head. They worked with the Queen of Wands in reverse. What's going on with this police officer? Please and thank you, Spirit. They've been investigated. They don't love a Queen of Swords in reverse. What's going on with this Knight of Swords, please and thank you, Spirit? They've been exposed. It's not being divinely guided. Or as a chosen one. They got exposed for leaving you out in the cold. What is this King of Swords energy? You, this Empress, were disappointed in them and you walked away because all they wanted to do was fight with you. What's going on with this King of Cups, please and thank you, Spirit? There's death to that situation for not giving to you. What's going on with this Hierophant, please and thank you, Spirit? They worked with the Emperor. They're losing a ton of pentacles. What's up with this Emperor? They walked away from the situation. They acted like a child. They're very immature. They have emotional immaturity. They're insecure. They feel disappointed. They're trying to come up with new ideas, but they're having creative blocks. What's going on with this Nine of Swords, please? And thank you, Spirit. He's not a wealthy man anymore, or he worked with the wealthy man in reverse in the distant horizon. They're going to be concerned about a child in reverse, or acting childishly about a house. Going on with this King of Swords, Spirit? They couldn't cause you to have court issues. They're in their thoughts over it. What's up with this King of Cups? They acted childish. They couldn't help put you in poverty. They could be in bad health over a child, or, you know, there could be a child in bad health. They acted childishly for trying to keep you in poverty. Now they have bad health and there's death to the situation. Their life could be ending. What's going on with this police officer here? They're in despair. In the distant horizon. There's death to the situation. There's still some more we've got to expose. What's going on with this Emperor? They're not a wealthy man. They worked with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to steal from you. Your mail, court documents, in the distant horizon. There's death to the situation. The overall energy is imprisonment. They are trying to escape now. They're avoiding, blocking, pushing away people. They try to make you look like the devil. They can't travel, they can't afford a hotel, they're losing their hotels, and they're stuck. There could have been an assassination near a beach, or they wanted to do that to you, take you on a vacation. Now they're having legal proceedings. Spirit says continue to nourish yourself. They're going through karma. They don't have justice on their side for poisoning and drugging you with the neighborhood in reverse. They couldn't make you look greedy. They couldn't make you look like a criminal. They wanted you to go through emotional pain. Now they're having legal proceedings. These people are narcissists. You've closed out these cycles. Spirit says open up your heart. Spirit says wait, no. Wait for your commitment to come in. These people are spying on it. Somebody's pregnant and they're confused about their sexuality. They keep repeating cycles. Spirit says give it time. More information is going to come out about them gambling their life and their health. You're going to be getting a confession about a pet or pets. There's a fire sign. That could be on a honeymoon or they got married. Spirit says move on. They want to be intimate with you. They're at a distance from you. They're a gold digger. Spirit says you're going to be going on a vacation, moving while that person goes through a divorce. They're doing a love spell on you and you know this. You're using your intuition. And you know that they're a liar, and you know that you needed to let them go. They're going through challenges. They'll want to come back. Your angels are protecting you from them. They want to communicate with you about a date night, but they have someone else. Spirit says take caution. Spirit said there could be an earth sign coming to you. Coming back to you. Or you have an earth sign coming to you and luck is on your side. During this Mercury retrograde, a water sign is trying to manifest patience from an air sign. So there's a water sign in trouble with an air sign. Or they're waiting for an opportunity to attack you. They're waiting for information from an air sign to get back to them. They wanted to take your freedom away. Now they're in fear over it. They didn't want you to be courageous, but you stand in peace. These people use their imagination, so you couldn't persevere through the adversities they caused. They wanted you to go through failure and not have trust. They didn't want you to be a forgiving person. They don't want you to have friends, but you persevered. You had humor through this. They wanted to stop your purpose for your service for God. They wanted to stop you from loving people. But you have love. And these people couldn't cause judgment on you being a loving person. Now they're worried over it. They wanted you in denial over the connections that you had. They couldn't cause changes in your life. They couldn't cause you to not be disciplined anymore. These people are indecisive now about your empathy here, how to play on it. They couldn't take your abundance away, or it caused you to have bad health or an STD. Now they're in bad health. They wanted you to be impatient. You were an honest person, that they tried to take your success away. These were false relationships. Now they feel lonely. They need to accept this. They couldn't stop your purpose. They couldn't cause you to be off balance and ungrateful. They try to make you look unbalanced and ungrateful and unhappy. Now they're going through grief because of their pride. And there's death to the situation. Now they're blaming each other and you. They wanted you to feel guilt. Now these people are doubting each other and themselves because they couldn't affect your self-esteem. You've had growth. These people try to make you look envious, and they didn't want you to surrender to the Most High, or they wanted you to surrender to them. Or could not make you. You know what I mean. This Mercury retrograde gets us all messed up. Okay. We got character assassination. Imprisonment. There's a Queen of Swords in reverse. That could be an in-law or worked with your in-laws. Queen of Swords is usually a mother figure. They tried to make you look like a fake chosen one. They're alcoholics. They're not chosen ones. Access is denied. They do fentanyl, or they know about fentanyl in the corrupt justice system. They were part of reckoning your reputation. They're getting arrested because they accused you of this. Exes don't like their pictures taken, so they didn't go through mayhem here to show that they were bound to the devil. An E-name that does impulsive things. I have in the heat of the night. Your ancestors are protecting you from them. They are part of the hidden military study profile from childhood here. They could have been reporting to these people at the advisory meetings. Okay, yeah. Putting false information in your profile that the military has. We have Family Jewels operation. Now they're afraid. They're part of the CIA behavior control experiments to make people insecure. They tried to say that you were infatuated. There's an aunt and a stepfather. That's a Capricorn. That's feeling the pressure because they're in trouble about a penthouse. Something being shipped, money being shipped, money being transferred to a thief that you rejected for trying to stop your destiny. They had military spies watching you, undercover vehicles following you around everywhere, even regular vehicles. Now justice is on your side. There's a Taurus that wanted revenge. It'd be an uncle. Or there's a Taurus that wanted revenge and an uncle snitched because he's facing financial loss. He could have HIV. They spread lies about you. They do psychedelics. They are involved in a psychological warfare. They're obsessed. They made a business off of you. They're trying to do damage control on this Operation MK Ultra and this psychological warfare, the DEA here. Knows about this online entertainment activities cult. past people from your past could be on this online crap shit. They're going through, or they wanted to emotionally manipulate you to sign something. They paid whackers overseas. So, practitioners overseas to take you out. There's a King of Cups in reverse and a Queen of Pentacles in reverse that you're getting victory on. They were part of your inner circle here. They're jealous of you. These people have sealed educational backgrounds, tried to kidnap you. Somebody in the energy has blue eyes and they're projecting onto you. They're a hoe. They're hoeing around and they're projecting that onto you. They're an evildoer. You have Operation Chaos Continuation and Project Bluebird and Project Merrimack. There's a married couple and a child that your guides are telling you and protecting you from. They're telling you that they're weak. They were part of getting you overworked at past jobs. Found test site or test sites in your area. Do stuff on the dark web about you to get you isolated. They're part of isolating you. These people have these sex energy orgy parties in these penthouses. These people have criminal histories. There's someone at a boat dock with green eyes that has a mental illness. Or someone with green eyes that has a boat, has a mental illness. They're going through endings for harvesting off children. They're jealous. The letter D and T is in the energy. Area 51, there's a King of Pentacles in reverse from Area 51 that wants to offer you love to set you up for a crime. Or this already happened. Yeah, that already happened. They harvested your energy. They were following you everywhere. Or they are right now. Take it how it resonates to your story. There's politicians that Jesus is protecting you from. They're going down. They were part of drugging and poisoning you as a child to give you cancer. They caused you child abuse on purpose. There's a third party that wanted you unalived. They're a frenemy. They told on themselves. There's a sister that's having bank issues. She knows about all these branches of military that are involved that cast illusions. The branches of military cast illusions about these satellites and cell phones and these weapons. These people helped get you fired from past jobs. They said that you were an evildoer, but they are. These people don't care about your well-being. All they do is chase women, men, money for control. Someone with brown eyes has something in storage sheds, units, that a detective knows about. There's a nephew that's part of trying to trap you in an online relationship. They could drive a truck or know someone that drive a truck. Their truck's broke or it's going to if they drive towards you. There's undercover CIA, NSA, FBI, all systems agents. Page of Wands is part of programming mind control of students, college students. There's shipping containers, shipping yards, shipping docks, trafficking drugs through those systems. An ex-family could be involved in that. They work with the dark side. They were expecting to steal a home from you. There could be something about warehouses and barrels. These people were contracted by the military to be sneaky, to use you and trap you, but now they're trapped. God loves you. Now they're stuck in a maze. This Operation Artichoke has got the government stuck in this maze here. The phone spy program. You could have family history of military, Air Force. They could have connections. The letter R is in the energy. They're a man baby. Could be a Gemini or in connection with one. They're part of the black cult Sun. These flying monkeys are. They were told to fall back about false police reports on you, saying that you were insane, rejecting chatter here. The North Las Vegas Air Force is involved, that a King of Swords in reverse is working with. This is a disorganized crime. We have the God loves you again. They're on the download. They're confused. They try to confuse people about being a part of the sex trafficking ring. They're greedy and they're evil. They try to sabotage you and all these people's lives. All these people are sluts. They said you were trying to give you car problems. Now they are. Letters M as in Mary, O, J as in Johnny, Z as in zebra, G as in George, H, I, A, K as in kite, S. These people are fake. There's a niece that's part of the full moon church bull crap. They do spell work. They are paying practitioners overseas, or they did. The letters B as in Bob, P, R, P as in Paul, R as in R, N, Q, L. They're part of cloning your phone or going through withdrawals from looking at your phone. We have COINTELPRO Operation, U, W, J, Y as in yo-yo, and L again. There's a cousin that is stuck because of child trafficking. They sleep around for promotions. They're a false military member. They're insane in the membrane. There's a mother figure going through failures and losses. They wasted their money, time, energy trying to cover up their story that they're an evildoer. They do cocaine. They're a false high honor person. They were part of giving you car problems here with this impulsive behavior. Or their impulsive behavior and a car is going to get them in an accident because they're evildoers. They sleep around. They sleep with a Knight of Swords in reverse with gray hair. That's disgusting. They got fired from their job, or they're going to. They're throwing up over tax fraud. They worked with a corrupt institution. This institution probably knows that they have a low IQ now. They could be having intestinal issues. They're in denial about the senators. Someone in this energy has tattoos. Queen of Wands in reverse could have tattoos. Queen of Wands in reverse is being watched by drones. They're under judgment. They have sealed criminal records. They're selfish. They're part of this money laundering. They're an addict. And they're working with the political corrupt administration. They're evil eyeing you. They want to take over the world with the cartel and the tunnel system to keep you in a bubble. You have Area S4. Someone there is having an affair with law enforcement in a hotel room and at their home. They got an STD. They're a player. Your angels are protecting you from them. They stole your ideas. They are entitled, ignorant, cocky, unstable, crazy. They're a liar. All these people lied. They're trying to escape now. All these people are a part of erasing your childhood memories with some type of energy weapon. These people are greedy and prideful that spread lies about you. They're getting bad news now about them being pedophiles and them being hidden enemies. They're in spiritual court because they burnt you. Somebody's mouth could be being burned up by meth, smoking meth and 420. They're talking shit about you doing 420. They feel alone now. God protects you from them. They're having sleepless nights, fear and anxiety over Operation Mockingbird and Project Shamrock. They didn't stop. They created a falsehood about you. About you doing dark magic and that you were a man stealer. They threatened you with jail if you didn't sign a deed or a title. They're wife swappers. There's a delivery guy in the energy. Could be a Leo. And things are blowing up in their face. Don't flip around. No, 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 no. Some of them went upside down anyway. I'll do circle time. These copycats try to get luck off your energy. Spirit says continue to nurture yourself. You're getting a proposal, whether that's a job, a date, a proposal. These energy vampires want to marry you because you're strong, you stand in your strength. Now these people are jumpy over that. They're trying to hide that they're jumpy, but it's been exposed. They're going to prison. You're very fertile. Your ships are coming in. You're standing in your bear strength. You pulled the rug out from underneath all these people. You are an abundant energy, and these people are trying to trap you in a jar here. You're a loyal person, and you're balanced. And you have strong discernment. You're very wise. You're getting a new car. God is bringing you a new car. The police are here. God is nervous, or they're nervous about God. This is locked in that God's arresting these people. Continue to use your intuition about this group of people that were part of trying to stop your awakening. Your awakening has made you clever. You're moving soon. Continue to be adaptable. You're taking off here. You have a new life and potential for more creation. Your ancestors are protecting you and them. Continue to be stubborn. Nurture yourself. Continue to be gentle on yourself. So more fertility can come in. And you are protected by the Most High God. There's a Capricorn, a Libra, a Cancer, an Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio. So those are the energies. Ow. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. Always remember to heal within. And go visit the animals outside and talk to them and see how they react to you. It's so cute and funny. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please have a lovely evening and do something nice to yourself. To all of you who are helping humanity awaken and grow during these strange times that we are in. So stand strong and stay strong in God, in your faith, and you'll get through anything. I love you, all collective and humanity, and find peace within yourself as we go through these times. Love you, bye.